Last time on Dokkan When, Hayden and Dale discuss Year 6 and other extremities and other situations that have happened, and also they just talk. They talk for basically about an hour. That's it. Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dokkan When. Last time's episode was a little more chill. I think it's probably one of the chillest episodes we've ever done. Wouldn't you say, Dale?
Yeah.
Because we talked...
Despite having to do it 2 times.
Yeah, family stuff. You know what? We'll get a Patreon, and that first chunk will be the one of the things we sell. It's just our remade episodes. But we talked a little bit about Year 6 and some of the funness of it. We also just talked about some random stuff. I think we should do that more often. Just talk. Just randomly talk. Dokkan stuff. But today, we have, back to our normal stuff, our normal ranking. Our ranking thing. Dale, do you know what we're ranking today?
Our favorite LRs.
Yes. Our favorite LRs in the game. And you know, there are a lot of them. We have a new guy join the Discord. Go check out the Instagram, everybody, Dokkan When Podcast, and come join the Discord. It's a lot of fun in there. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. People griping at each other about this unit and all that. And then we have some anime fan that changes his profile picture every 25 seconds, and he knows who he is if he listens. He knows exactly who he is. I'm not going to say his name, but he knows who he is. But yeah, Dale and I...
You're still all reverby, by the way.
Shit. I didn't know that.
Yep.
You understand what I was saying?
Oh, yeah, I understood you.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. I really just thought about letting it go.
Have to record immediately after. Fuck! We have to record it again!
I wouldn't either. I really just thought about letting you carry on.
Anyway. So yeah, come check out the podcast, Instagram, Dokkan When Podcast. Come join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. Every once in a while I'll have drawing contests. I have an amazing Krillin, actually the because you know, that's what it is. Still missing Will. Do you know where Will is right now, Dale?
For me, he's dead.
He's in New York looking at some goddamn paintings.
Ugh. We're just gonna have to kick him out. That's it.
I know. Will hasn't been here for like 3 weeks. Actually, 6 weeks. We have to change the logo, the title card. But anyway, yeah, we got some LRs. There's a lot of LRs in the game. We just with a few actually being released in the next few days. And part 2 of Year 6, Team 7 and Golden and Frieza in 17. But there's a lot of LRs in the game. Some of which are great. Others are terrible. But today we're going to talk about our favorite LRs. Dale, do you have an honorable mention for us to get us started?
I sure do. LR Trunks. LR Physical Trunks. From the, what is that, Android Saga? Yeah.
Yep, Android/Cell.
Yeah, it took me a minute, because I was fixing to say Frieza Saga, because he kills Frieza at the very beginning. But I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
It's a short-lived saga. The Mecha Frieza Saga.
Yeah, the short-lived Mecha Frieza Saga.
Oh, what? 2.5 episodes?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start calling that. That's just the Mecha Frieza Saga.
Yeah. Frieza and his father getting dunked on.
Yeah. Tell us about your LR.
My LR?
Yes.
Well, it's Super Saiyan Trunks. The second Super Saiyan, because Vegeta still hadn't got Super Saiyan yet, and this probably really pissed him off.
Yeah.
See, I see this deal all the time, where it's like, yeah, my name's Trunks, and Vegeta's like, Trunks, that's what I call my son. Nice to meet you, Dad. Dad, that's what my son calls me. And he's like, oh, hey, Bulma. He's like, that's what I call Bulma.
I had a thought today. I was listening to one of our earlier Dokkan Wens while I think it was a tier list. You made the joke of Goku Black's brother. Do you know who Goku Black's brother is?
No, I'll get the memory of a goldfish, bud.
No. We didn't have an answer with it. You said said who's next on the list. You said Goku Black. Will said Goku Black. Then you said Goku Black's brother. But you know of our father Nappa, right?
Yeah.
Raditz White.
Reddit's white.
And he's one. And it's one of the. I can't remember the name of what those robes are actually called. But they're the robes that in Catholicism where that they carry when they carry up the cross. And it's just
Oh
Raditz.
God. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's even funnier because he has that still the long hair, but it's just ponytails, like every 2 foot of hair. It's just one.
That man's got like 8 feet of hair, though.
I know. It's just that like those golden rings that you see some anime characters have with the super long hair that just hold their hair together because hair ties won't work.
Gold wouldn't be much better.
Normal hair, no. For Raditz's hair, yes. He has Super Saiyan 3 hair without being Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, gold rings would just explode.
Speaking, this is a slight off tangent. Do you think his hair is soft or like fucking coarse like a horse's mane?
I feel like all Saiyan's hair to stick up the way it does, it has to be like super coarse, like beard hair almost, or like I feel like it's got to be coarse. It's like spine. It's like a hedgehog's spines.
It's it's clay. It just hardens in that position.
That's what it is. It was an evolutional defense strategy.
Well,
It's like, we keep getting grabbed by the head, so we're gonna evolve spiky hair.
No problem with that.
That being
Orgos, Lord Shugesh.
Oh, well, they don't need it anymore. They're the strongest thing in the universe now. I mean,
I want some fan art of Raditz doing Sonic the Hedgehog's role.
It looked like a fucking amethyst from Steven Universe.
Yeah, that's the thought that crossed my mind originally when I first saw her do her thing. It was like, oh my god, Raditz could do this. But I want
Right?
someone out there. If this image isn't made, Dale, I have to talk to you about an image also afterwards. But if there is not an image made of Raditz being Sonic the Hedgehog, someone please make me a picture of Raditz the Hedgehog. All right, on to my honorable mention. This one I've talked about more than once. It's one of my favorite LRs, all because of the art. It is the original LR androids, the Friend Someone one from, 2016?
Oh, God, yeah. Those ones that I still haven't finished?
Dude, I know I've said this more than once. A big reason that I like these guys so much is because of their art. It's just
That's why I like LR Trunks so much. His art and his Ultra Super.
Yeah. Like these guys Ultra Super really isn't anything but be amazing. But just the art itself, the rain, the lightning, the aesthetic of it all. I remember going at our high school once doing this. I don't know if you were in the class or not, but I crashed one of the computers in our computer class. Do you remember this?
I do not.
Okay. This was whenever I figured out, I've never been tech savvy, at least computer-wise. I was always console. But I think it was maybe 8th grade, I found out you could have mobile pictures, like a moving picture as the background as a wallpaper for a computer.
Yeah, that's what I have. On my computer, I've got a moving background.
And so I saw that, and I was like, oh, that's neat. And so I went and put the picture of the LR androids on every single computer in our computer lab. It took me like 20 minutes to do it. And then I figured out you could do it like grid and have it like over and over. So I set it to grid with this moving picture of all the rain, and our computers are crappy. And it actually crashed one of the computers and killed the computer. I don't know how a Dokkan picture did that, but it killed a computer at high school.
Well, those computers were already like 10 years old when we got to them.
Yeah. But I like them mainly for the art, and it's also the grind. Dale hates these kind of grinds, but I like the grind. It's fun to go through and just bombard all these older events to get these medals to do it.
Well, I mean, they're not that much of a grind. It's Defender medals, action and androids, and then the fucking terrifying what is the villain event?
You're thinking of way wrong units. Way wrong unit.
Am I thinking of the wrong
You're thinking of the Phi one, probably.
I am thinking of the Phi one.
Yeah, here's what the old one takes. To go from SSR to U to S well, from SR to SSR, it takes Broly medals, Cell medals, Buu medals, Super Saiyan 3 Goku medals, and Gogeta medals.
Yeah, the agility one.
And then to go to TUR, it's Janemba, Frieza, Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and Beerus. And then to LR is Vegito, Gotenks, Kaioken Blue, Buhan, and Golden Frieza.
Yeah, from TUR to fucking LR, it goes from 7 of each to 77 of each.
Yep. I love that grind. I like that. I really like this grind.
There's only one reason I won't do the grind. Fucking Boo.
Wait. Here's the thing, though. This is the old G Buhan. Your final trump card should be able to take him out before he gets to healing.
Yeah, it's just I hate that if I mess up one rotation, he heals, and I've just got to basically restart.
No, not really. This one isn't that bad. He's only like
Yeah, it just is.
It's only like 400,000 HP.
Yeah, I know. It's just I have it. The harder ones have soured the fucking taste of it. So
It's not like a fine wine. It's one person. It's in the Dungeons and Daddies. I'm gonna use this because I'm talking about whenever Henry Oak made a drink for Daryl.
Oh god.
They have no clue what they're doing with here's wine. And you look at it, it's just moldy and like clumpy, like rotten milk. God.
Ugh.
Now that's all I'm imagining now. Every time I'm going to think of the Buhan event, I'm just going to imagine
That's what it is.
I'm going to be thinking of Henry Oak.
It is disgusting mold wine.
Kombucha. Kombucha.
Ugh.
Never had kombucha.
I don't like it.
It tastes like it. What even is it?
Kombucha, it is you just had to ask me. I could, if you wouldn't have asked me, I could have told you what it was. It's like a tea.
Okay.
Kinda.
Isn't it like a non-caffeinated, like a caffeinated tea or something?
It is fermented, sweetened black or green tea. But what they do is they make the tea and then they fucking leave it in a jar for months.
So Henry Oak was making kombucha, but beer.
Pretty much, yeah. It's moldy tea that they leave in a jug, and then you see it all the time because it gets a head on it. Ugh. that you can pick up and take out, and then they drink it.
Quick side tangent. We are going to go to our thing after this. What the fuck is salt? How the fuck is salt?
What, salt? It's just a natural mineral, bud.
No. Who the fuck randomly decided one day, I'm going to go to this rock, break off chunks of it, and put it on food? He did it, and it's like, ooh, this tastes good. And people unanimously decided this is the thing that is a staple to go on food. Also,
Hayden, just like
preservation.
Everything else, they probably saw an animal doing it first because, cattle, goats and shit and all that.
That makes sense.
They need salt, so they'll lick salt rocks. They'll lick salt rocks.
But what about preservation? Or if you put,
I don't know. That was probably just a happy accident.
A happy accident here. I'm gonna put. Oh no! I left my steak in the salt for 45 days. I'm still gonna eat it, Hey, it's okay. I didn't die.
I mean, probably so, Hayden. You got to remember what the people who first did salt preservation. they weren't the brightest. I mean, they were smart, but they weren't us smart. If you get me.
Us smart. We eat Tide Pods. They're smarter than
Yeah,
we are.
but I don't eat Tide Pods, so.
That and the fucking moon. The moon makes no goddamn sense to me, and I'll tell you afterwards.
How does the moon make no goddamn sense to you?
I'm going to explain it afterwards when this actually makes a lot of sense. But Dale,
It won't.
what's your number 5?
My number 5 is gonna be Tech Gohan. The Tech LR Gohan.
Okay.
Just because, number 1, the main reason is because it's badass Gohan before the writer cucked him out of being badass.
Yeah.
Because, like, that man is up there with Shisui Uchiha. Or, how do you say his name?
Shisui. You had it
Is
right.
it Shisui?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uchiha and Rock Lee of I was the coolest fucking thing before the writer decided I was too cool.
I thought that was Neji.
Neji's in there too, dude, but so is Lee.
Neji's pretty badass. I still like Neji. I found out my
Like,
oldest niece hates Neji, and I looked at her.
really?
She gave no reason as to why she hates Neji, like true reason. He's just like he's just something about him I don't like. Have you finished it? Yes. Did you watch Shippuden? No. But there's just something I don't like about him. It's like I looked her dead in the eyes.
You're just gonna have to disown her, Hayden.
Girl? No. She is the best character in Naruto. Better than Naruto. Better than anybody. Neji's the best.
You're gonna have to disown her.
The younger niece decided she's going to get goats. And you know how much I hate goats. I broke up with a girl over goats before.
You got to disown them both.
I'm more apt to disown the one who wants goats.
Disown them both.
All right, sorry. Continue on with your Gohan.
All right, so this is it's Super Saiyan 2 Bojack Gohan.
Yep.
Because he's the Earth protecting Flash, and just like once again, it's another one of those deals. Like, it's not. So his super attack isn't like his Ultra Super isn't animated like someone else I'll get to down the line, but it's just another one of like it just like him there and behind the enemy the next second, and they just fucking explode. I love it.
He's a goddamn monster. He hits so hard.
He's a fucking monster.
As for those who don't know, I have a rainbowed Link level 10 LR Gohan. I got him rainbowed off his banner immediately. I think about 4 days after anyway, I got him LR. I took him into the God events against Champa, and he fucking decimated Champa. He made Champa go from a fat cat to a goddamn kitten. Because my Gohan's sitting there linked up really well. I think I had him linked up with a I don't even remember if I had him linked up. That was a couple days ago. Anyway, I had him linked up, and he was the main thing. He was tanking really well because he always got 3 super attacks, and he was always critting. I have mine with a lot of additional and a lot of crit. So he's constantly just sitting there, boom, boom, boom. And with that constant 6 million attack stats, and then followed by 3 million attack stats, with a crit basically 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing surviving that son of a bitch. I don't care. He can out. I don't care what people say. This is not even with his active scale and full passive. I don't care what people say. This Gohan can probably still out damage some of the newer units when he's fully maxed out.
Yeah. He's
a goddamn monster.
He's a fucking monster.
All right. Anything else, or am I good to go for my number 5?
You're good to go.
Okay. My number 5, I actually have 2 of them. Dale called this prior, but it is the brand new.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah, the New Year 6 LRs.
Haha.
Okay. The reason I don't have them higher up is because of something. Well, we talked. I was about to say I can't spoil it, but the thing will be outward. I do not like the idea of the year 6 LRs. I told Dale about it. I don't know if he agrees or disagrees, but I do not like the idea of these year 6 LRs. Just because they pushed too far, and I don't think they're going to be able to top this during year 7.
Yep, they jumped the shark.
They might be able to outdo the Vegeta, but that Goku, I do not think they're ever going to be able to outdo. It's going to be hard, and like absolutely hard to outdo this unit. I think they just pushed too far. Come year 7, the game won't basically. If we could, we're going to make it to year 7 because it's only about 5 months away in Japan, JP. But I don't think we're going to be able to make it to year 8. I do not. Unless they come up with some brand new thing, like some ultimate new mechanic or, I don't know, rarity or something, they are not going to be able to outdo that Goku. But him and the Vegeta.
TLR. Fucking TLR.
Oh, they can't actually come out with a new rarity because I already have the EZAs of LRs.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the Goku, Dale, you know what the Goku does, right?
Mm-hmm.
70% dodge chance, 150 attack and defense to start a turn. You get hit 3 times, he gets a revive. And he gets up to 5 ki with each attack evaded. So, yeah, he's good. He's fun to use. I've been using the hell out of him. And he gets a 50% crit chance on 18 and 12 ki super. He gives himself a natural 30% chance to do another super. So if he gets that second super, he's doing a guaranteed crit. So you take him at type disadvantage, like I took him in the God event against Catella, and what was the other one? Flicker, that's its name. And he was doing just fine with that, with his damage because of the guaranteed crit. Then the revive is also fun. I found out the revive has voice acting, Dale.
Does it really?
Yep. I found it out with Vegeta. I was taking on, I don't remember who else. I think I was taking on possibly Hellas. Yeah, it was Hellas, and I had the sound on because I just did the active skills for both of them, the Goku and the Vegeta. And so I left it on, and next thing you know, I died. I knew the revive was coming, so I let myself die. And then Vegeta's like, ugh, Trunks, Bulma, Bulla, I shall fight for you. Boom. I was like, that's so goddamn cool! And then you have the Vegeta.
Yeah.
The art.
Hayden, remember how I told you I pulled Tech Vegito?
Yes.
Do you want to know what happened to let me pull him?
Whis?
No. Yeah.
I thought Whis was guaranteed new. No, Xeno's guaranteed new unit.
Yeah, Whis did his deal at setback time. And I got the Vegito.
That first Whis is always amazing.
The first my first summon in the Goku one, I got Xeno. So
Dragon Ball Stewie? You were here? But anyway, and then you have the Vegeta. The Vegeta, I'm going to put my preference. I prefer Vegeta to Goku. I like the damage reduction more than I like the dodging, just because there are some events that disable the dodging. But the Vegeta will always be more naturally 1v1 more defensive. And their art, damn, their art, Dale.
All the characters that I have is because either their art or their ultra super.
Here's just a little differently. I like
because there's something about how beautiful they made some of them.
Like a goddamn Vegeta when he is 12 ki. I love his 12 ki where he gets that smile as he's just dodging the attacks and then does one hard punch to the gut. That's so cool. I love it. I hate these units because of how far they jumped, but at the same time, I love these units. That's why they are my number 5 on this list.
Mm-hmm.
But more so, later on, it's going to be more usability. And I'm going to have to change my number 2, because my number 2 was Tech Gohan. Back to you for your number 4.
All right. So, my number 4 is Majin Vegeta. it is quite possibly one of the best Vegetas. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Just because it's Vegeta when he really starts turning into a good guy, like it's when he gets his priorities straight. Let's put it that way.
Can you believe that the villain had his most heroic moment as a villain?
Yeah, like his art. Let me find him real quick. Why is he not in my LR tag? There he is. I mean, just his art, like with because like the background of him is that scene like as he explodes, where like he's just like looking off into the distance.
Trunks, Bulma, I do this for you, even for you.
And that's the ultra the fucking it's just so
It's
it's just so good. I can't.
It's really is cool. I'm looking at him right now. The lightning aesthetic with him because he is Super Saiyan 2, and the aura is
Yeah.
spinning. I wish, they've done revamps on super attacks. I'm really upset that for Vegeta they did his 12 key revamp and not his 18 key.
Right.
Like the 12 key still looks pretty stinking cool, but seriously, 3-fingered death beam basically. What the hell? This is one of the most memorable moments in Dragon Ball. The guy who, like, basically 4 years prior in the anime was like, oh, I'm gonna destroy. That's I don't know who the hell that was. That's my Hercule. I'm gonna destroy the Earth.
And now he's killing himself to save the Earth.
Yeah. You talk about goddamn. I saw somebody say that there's no like character development or anything in Dragon Ball. Look at goddamn Vegeta. Vegeta is the character development in Dragon Ball. Even Goku has character development. Same for Gohan and Krillin. Chi-Chi never does. But yeah, this is a cool ass scene. I think honestly, have I ever showed you the dubstep remix of this scene, Dale?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I had. It's one of my favorite videos on YouTube. Honestly, it's one of my favorites in the coolness factor. I have other favorite ones just based on stupid. Like I found a YouTuber who makes sausage as his whole YouTube channel, and I love it.
That's like how I watch binging with Babish. Or This Little Homestead. Just about a man and his family living out in the wild building a house.
I'm gonna send you a link after we're done of this video of this YouTuber.
I'm not watching a man make sausage. That's not happening. I'm sorry.
It's 5-minute videos. It's not that bad. Like he'll make him out of I saw a thing where he made a cheese sausage. He made a sausage out of cheese. He made one out of Wagyu steak. Anyway. Yeah, this Vegeta, and I'm ready for him to get an easy A. He's gonna be a beast once he gets one, because his 12 to 17 gets to like 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cool scene. I can understand him.
Yeah, and the next one and the last two are two more of like the way that they do their supers is what gets me.
Fair enough. So am I good to go for my number 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
My number 4, this one's actually tied yet again. One of which is my first LR, which is LR Bojack, and I've talked about LR Bojack more than once on on the podcast. Because of his overall, LR Bojack is one of the best aging LRs in the game, without a doubt. Especially when
he is. I like LR Bojack. I really do.
Especially, I have 400 coins. I'm going to buy Dokkan Fest Bojack next time he comes around. That way, my LR Bojack can be used to his fullest extent.
Which Dokkan Fest Bojack is that?
It's an STR Dokkan Fest Bojack that's built very similar to the cooler.
I may actually have that Bojack.
I think you do. Oh, I
do.
I want him. I want him just for the aspect of Bojack. LR Bojack.
Yeah, the transformation Bojack.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'll talk about my first half, and then I'll go to the second half. LR Bojack. Like I've said, one of the best aging LRs, if not the best aging LR out of all of them. I've never seen another one aged better than him. Because his overall capabilities. I've seen him get an 8 million attack stat when his Bojack is built on a slider, where if he has more HP, he has more attack. Less HP, he has more defense. On his max attack, he's capable of getting like 8 million attack. His max defense, he has like over 400,000 defense on his respective team with Bojack. Other than that, he's still sitting at like 200,000 defense because how defensive he is. He has, I think Rainbow, he has one of the highest defense. Let me make sure before I even say. I was about to say he's in the top. Oh yeah, he's in the, out of mine, he's in the top 5 highest defensive LRs. The only one, Dokkan Fest, well, only summonable one that's higher than him are the Intelligence Vegito that I have. But he's overall very well built. And I love him. If I can take him into an event, I take his Bojack into an event because he's not let me down once. And I have mine rainbowed. So Dale, I don't know if you don't have yours rainbowed, do you?
I do not.
Whenever you get him rainbowed, you'll see such a big difference. Even 55%, he's a good unit, but if you can ever get him rainbowed, just to see him go from like say 150,000 defense to 240,000 defense, oh god. And like a 6 million attack stat prior on a good team. Bojack, everybody. If you have Bojack, do not sleep on Bojack. He's great. He is the beefcake that Broly should have been. At least unit-wise.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, might be a surprise, he is from a movie. The Wrath of the Dragon movie. Dale, any ideas?
The Wrath of the Dragon. I don't even remember the Wrath of the Dragon movie.
It's a Tapion movie.
Oh, are you Tapion and Hirudegarn, or?
No. Tapion and Minosha, I like them, but not well enough to put them on this list. It is Super Saiyan 3 Goku with a Dragon Fist.
Oh, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, okay.
And a hot damn, you want to talk about a unit. Let me just read off what this Goku can do in his passive skill. He gets 120% defense at start of turn. So if you have him, so naturally you can use him as a defensive unit. I used him in the Broly EZA in the latter 200s as a defensive unit, and other because he's getting like 200, like over 200,000 defense. Mine isn't. I have him link level 10 and Bueno. And his Bueno'd. Gotta make that a thing. And he gets 180% attack, but minus 70% defense whenever he does an Ultra Super. So this Goku is capable of hitting 6, 7, 8. I think the highest he did I've seen was like a 12 million attack stat on his 18 key, max key, with support on rotation. You can't forget that part. That makes a big difference. But he hits so goddamn hard. This was a Goku that had one of the better super attack animations for a long time. Along with that, the card art. Dale, do you have this Goku?
Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Punch?
Yes, the tech one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, with him raising his fist and the golden dragon behind him.
And you just see like the mirror effects just emanating down.
Yeah.
That was one of the best arts for like I think a little over a year. Because it's just so cool. Now we have newer units that make this one look like truly garbage. But it's still a cool looking art. It's overall amazing. The unit, once he gets an EZA, literally all they have to do is get rid of his defense loss, and he's going to be a top tier unit with his, and also ki, because he struggles for ki. That's one big thing about it.
Yeah.
But you get him built right after an EZA like they did with STR Broly, this Goku is going to be on the, not, he's going to be there. It's like, who are we going to talk about for best units in the game? You're going to look over at Goku. He'll have his fist raised. I'm back, baby. Just cause, man, I love this Goku. He's another one of my units that once I rainbowed,
That's the main reason I don't use that Goku is because he just struggles for ki so hard.
Yeah, that is.
Like it's just a struggle snuggle the whole fucking time.
Yeah, even like I said, with what me running him on a good team like Super Saiyan 3 teams, let me actually look at some of his the only his main key link is over in a flash, which is 3 key.
Yeah.
His other one is Shattering the Limit. And the problem with Shattering the Limit, you won't have a lot of units that have the Shattering the Limit link with him. Which is kind of upsetting. And that's why a big downfall of him. If he had Fierce Battle, or what's something else he could have had? I don't know. Let's say if he had Shocking Speed in there too. He'd
Yeah,
be
shocking speed would be good.
something Shocking Speed. I don't. What else? All kinds of things he could have. Or Prepared for Battle, something like that. If you had something like that in place of Shattering the Limit, no, it would have to be a Fierce Battle. I mean, okay, it would have to be Fierce Battle because it's either that or the other. But if you had one of those, that'd be so good for this Goku because of he'd still be lacking ki, but he'd be hitting harder and could be doing better on both aspects of the thing. And another fun thing with him is if you get him as Ultra Super, then he does an additional Super. That 180% attack transfers over to his 12 key, and he's still hitting for like a 4 million attack set on his 12 key. And with that, I have my Bojack and Super Saiyan 3 Gokus are tied for number 4. Just because both of them have helped me out so much, the Bojack more so for his defensive capabilities, the Goku for his offensive capabilities. Both of them have been tremendous in my run of Dokkan. And I will argue the fact that Bojack is still one of the best LRs in the game because of how he's been built. And the Goku, once he gets an easy A, they literally take off that 70% defense loss, and I will argue that he's a very good unit. All right, back to you, Dale.
All right. The next one is going to be LR Physical Broly.
Chile and Limo.
What?
LR.
Yeah, with Chile and Limo.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay.
Yeah, just because I like this one because I don't use them a lot. Like really. Because I mean, he is a movie boss's lead, but I don't use movie bosses a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Like movie bosses is cool and all, but I don't use them. It's just for his card art because the card art is beautiful. Like it's got Chile with like the OK symbol, and then him like looking at her like this is how do, like a fucking caveman dude, and they're all just sitting there being happy.
I wish that's how Broly spoke. Is how?
Like a caveman, yeah. Well, I just did that because old Broly could barely put together a sentence to save his fucking life.
Yeah.
Like unless he was in like your hair looks like lavender but it smells like sweat
Strawberries.
or it smells like strawberries. Yeah. Like unless he's in that form, it's just he doesn't talk very much. He's a caveman.
Yeah.
But I do like this Broly card art.
Well, another thing, this Broly is probably the most unique unit in the game. Just because of his kit.
Oh, yeah.
His kit, for those who don't know, Broly is a nuking unit. Attack and defense was 15% per key orb obtained. Plus an additional attack plus 5% and key plus 2 with 2 or more key spheres, 5 spheres obtained. All allies attack plus 39 with 2 or more AGL or STR key spheres obtained. All allies defense was 39% with 2 or more tech or int spheres obtained. Evades enemy attack with 7 or more key spheres obtained.
Yeah, like he's got a really unique kit. It's just I don't run movie bosses, so I don't really.
The problem is he's only on 2 teams, 2 categories.
Yeah, movie bosses and join forces, right?
Yep. Like this Broly's
Yeah, so
best
it's just
not bad.
Oh, yeah, it's just you can't really throw him anywhere.
His best link buddy is his TUR state. That's another thing. I have the Broly Chile and Lemo. I like the design of the cards. I wish we had more that had this kind of unique versatility. Honestly.
Right.
But I wish they also had them built in a way that they were more sustainable and could be used on different teams.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure anybody out there who has these guys will admit that their lack of teams make them lackluster and not usable. If I wanted to go take some random physical guy, if I wanted to take someone on movie bosses, I wouldn't take these guys because they really don't link well with
other movie bosses.
Yes, and same for joined forces. They don't link well with joined forces. So these guys are there more as a collection unit, in my opinion. With their occasional Super Battle Road stuff like that, like take them into physical Super Battle Road, they work well there if you can get them the 7 key orbs because that's guaranteed dodge. But their art, I will admit to the art, the Super Attack animation is pretty clean.
Yeah.
For the 12 and 18, especially I think it's isn't the 18 where it's Broly comes in with a punch, like everybody does something, like it's G leans over and shoots, and then you have Lemo doing all this stuff.
Dude, it's been so long since I used him. I don't remember. I think it's called Survival Attack. It is
Survival Attack, and I think that's the one that has the rocket launcher, and then you have Broly punching him.
Yeah.
I can agree with that one being cool. I like this because of the design of them. I like the design of the unit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my cards aren't just how versatile they are. These cards look beautiful. Especially the next 2 I get into.
Let me guess. One of them's going to be STR Gogeta.
Yep. How'd you know?
Because he said he's your favorite active skill in the game.
Yeah.
But I like the way you phrase it. I'm not going based on if this card's versatile or not. I'm going based on the look. I know this unit is the worst unit in the game, but damn, does it look good.
Exactly. That's how, Hayden, that's how I play every collectathon game, whether it be Dokkan or Pokemon or anything else. Like, I'm playing a new one called Monster Hunter Stories, where you actually get to tame the monsters from Monster Hunter. And I got a Kulu Yaku. Not because Kulu Yaku's good. It's because he's fucking ridiculous. He's a ridiculous bird. He looks cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's any game, like, that's how I go by. Like, does it look cool? All right, I'll use it.
You're one of those.
Is it good? I don't fucking care.
You're one of those people that has that has a mix matched armor that doesn't even match itself because that looks cool. Right, am I good for my number?
Like, yeah.
Not bad. I'll let you finish your thought, then I'll go to my number.
Okay, like in the MMO I'm playing right now, none of my set matches, but I look like a goddamn Inquisitor, like I'm fixing to go hunt down witches and burn them. It just looks cool.
Blue, if you see blue, purple, black, orange, and green, you better run.
No, actually, he's just black and purple.
I was just making all the different stuff. It'd be like in Minecraft. You have a leather helmet. You have a golden helmet. You have a diamond chest plate. You have netherite pants and chainmail shoes. You see that? It's like, oh god, run! Why is he scary? No, he has no sense of style. Run! All right. My number 3. This is one you probably could have guessed, but it's STR Super Vegito.
Yeah.
I have found a new love and appreciation for these guys during the God event. Especially with pulling 2 dupes of them, so during year 6, they're goddamn. STR Super
Yeah,
Vegito in Goku.
that's the that is, I'm trying to think which one. Okay, yeah, the one where he's in blue.
No. Super Vegito.
That's not. Oh, Super Vegeta. I was thinking of STR Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Not STR Vegito Blue. It's a Dokkan Fest one
Yeah.
that transforms into Vegito. The Goku and Vegeta Angel. Let's say that to make it clear.
Yep, I have them too. They're another one that they're not done yet, so they're just sitting in the category waiting for me to finally do their ultimate pair.
I would recommend
And
them be
Blazing
your
Katara.
next thing. Them be your next unit to do.
Hayden, do you want to know how many I have in that tag that are just like, yeah, we're just waiting on them to get us done.
It's Father Nappa. Yeah,
I have
30 minute.
androids 17, 18, and 16. The joined forces Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta.
When'd you get them?
Whenever their deal was out. I got them on the last day of it.
I never knew you had them.
I have the LR Trunks and Mai that needs to be done.
That one can wait. I was saying these guys take precedence because they're still a top tier unit, especially if you want to try and beat the God event. These guys are necessary for something.
Yeah. Vegito Blue the strength Vegito Blue still needs it. The 2 new Goku and Vegeta needs it. The team of dickwads, the GT team.
Oh, GT Trio.
Yep. Tech Vegito still needs it. Super 17 needs it. Gohan and Goten need it. Mighty Mask needs it. Kefla and Kale need it.
Okay,
and a couple more that aren't in this list.
Let me go back on my list. Let me go back. Okay. So, Goku and Vegeta Angel. Naturally, they give themselves 120% attack and defense, and they reduce damage by 30%. That is really good. They get an additional key per key sphere obtained, and a medium chance, 30% chance of launching a second super. Meaning, on a good turn, they can get 3 of them. And they raise their attack and defense by 30% on super for that turn. So you get all 3 of them. That's mathematically it'd be a 90% defensive raise. Along with that, you also have 30% damage reduction. Those guys do not take a lot of damage. And then you have them over to Super Vegito, who has one of my favorite arts in the game. I love the art of Super Vegito. It's so intimidating and badass all at once.
I haven't looked at the art of them.
And with them being an active scale transformation, it's a lot better to do than like the intelligence and physical Vegito and Gogeta.
Yeah, where you're waiting on them to.
Yep. He gets a
Spirit Excalibur.
He gets 150% attack and defense, a medium chance of performing a critical hit. So it's a 30% chance of doing a critical hit on every attack. He counters normal attacks with tremendous power. He has an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. And he gets 5 key and proceeds the enemy super attack for 10 turns after he first hits the field. 10.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. And he's I think people did the math. This Vegito in a good turn, like throughout an entire turn, is like one of the top 5 most damaging units in the game because of his counters.
Yeah, because he'll mollywop anything that gets near him.
But he also gets mollywop. That's one thing I have learned. People out there who are wanting to take on the God event and are waiting for this Vegito, be very careful if you transform into Vegito, because that lack of damage reduction makes a difference. You'll take him into an event.
Get your fade run.
I was taking on Moscow, the robot.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the fight, I decided the normal ones were taken, I think, about 10,000 and upwards of double digits after the two super attacks before I transformed them. And afterwards, that Not the damage reduction. They're taking about Vegito's taking about like I think 24,000, 24 to 28,000 range damage.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's a physical, so it's okay, and he got the crits too, so that makes sense. That's okay with that. But even then, at such a big jump, 13,000 damage, upwards of 15,000 damage. You literally almost doubled your damage. But this Vegito, powerful unit. I love the art. The versatility is amazing. Their team, the Battle of Wit / Majin Buu Saga, goddamn monster. They can go. I don't know what. I think I took on like 3 Super Battle Road stages using the Battle of Wit / Majin Buu Saga because they were the leads and I could makeshift a way through it with these teams. And you also have like Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito in there, and Vegito Blue. All these fun Vegitos. There's a lot of Vegito units.
There are.
But the Vegito himself, overall, offensively capable. Defensively, after he super attacks, he's capable. But you want to. He's more offensive in Vegito. He's more defensive in Goku and Vegeta, which I'm okay with. It's shield that can take damage or spear that can break through anything. Almost.
Yeah.
And that's fun. I liked it when the units are literally like Merge Zamasu. AGL Merge Zamasu, when he goes to his active skill, is either defense or glass cannon. And I like those kind of units that are one or the other. And while I look and decide on my number 2, Dale, it's your turn.
So my number 2 is Tech Vegito.
Oh, the new one? The new one you just pulled?
Yep, the new one I just pulled. So, this man, number 1, like, so just his regular art, not his transformation, but his art. Like, not his unactive skill art. You've got cocky ass Vegito sitting there with like just like the shine around him, and Ghost Goku and Vegeta, like I guess showing that they're both inside of him, behind him. And then you switch to his transformation, and it's just, what is the word for it?
Immaculate?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Like, just sitting there, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, fucking taunting Zamasu, like, come on. Like, I mean, look at him, dude. And then, of course, you have his transformation super, Vegito Sword, which is up there with Gogeta in his with his active skill. I mean, it's like just watching it is amazing. And because everyone knows my number 1 is going to be Gogeta. So we'll get that out of the way. Everybody knows that. But this card and Gogeta, they did really good. That's like,
yeah.
Out of all the cards, those 2 are probably my favorite.
Makes sense. They're still, like I said, year 5 was really good for their the anniversary because they didn't power creep to a terrible extent. That way you can still build up from it. Their animations kicked up from like level 5 to level 50. And they also introduced the EZA of LRs, which, as I've thought about it, you know who's going to be a very terrifying LR at EZA? I've been thinking about it the last couple days. Like, man, we need to do this, and I think it'll be and I think I know what our next topic is going to be. But LRs at EZA get devastating. Like, how would they change? What would they do? And then I was using Kale and Caulifla. And Kale and Caulifla, if they get an EZA, holy fucking hell, ain't nothing stopping them, because they can get up to like 5 super attacks per turn against a specific category enemy. And they raise defense on every super. They're a goddamn monster. That's not my unit, by the way. That's not my unit. But yeah, am I good for my redone number 2? Dale?
You sure?
Okay. All right. So mine.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, you just cut out, and I just couldn't hear you for a few. My number 2
Ah,
is STRUI Goku. It was originally Tech Gohan, but I could have gone either way for this one. I sat here and debated. I like just because of the fact that I have my Gohan rainbowed, which is why I had him at number 2. That's the whole reason I had him at number 2. But STRUI Goku. No. It's UI Sign Goku. It's not UI. This is UI Sign Goku for those out there that MUI. MUI doesn't exist. Speaking of not existing, Dale, have you know what's going on in the Dragon Ball Super manga?
no, because I don't read it.
Vegeta has a god of destruction form.
Oh my god, really?
And his form, Goku's body, they're making it the complete opposites of him. Because UI Goku, the body survives based on instinct, but Vegeta's new form, you should Google it while I'm talking, is driven by instinct. He has like the Super Saiyan 3 no eyebrows and purple hair. And like UI like eyes, the pupil in there. Quite terrifying. He's about to make granola non-existent. That's where I was going with my. But UI Goku here.
So he just survives on instinct.
It's driven, like it's offensively driven by instinct. Like UI Goku is like Sign was more defensive, and then becomes UI. The body literally just overall goes on instinct, like survives on it.
Yeah.
Vegeta is driven by instinct. I don't know what the difference is, but they made it state that there is a difference. Anyway, UI Sign Goku. He gets 77% attack and defense naturally. He has a 70% chance to dodge for 7 turn from his first appearance and start of turn. So that's really good. He's good in short-term events, Super Battle Road, and even if you can take him into like the God event against Moscow, whatever the name is, Robo Dude.
Yeah.
He's good. And with every dodge he gets one. He gets up to 7 ki, 1 each dodge, and he gets an additional 77% attack and defense, and a 55% UI Sign Goku. Fine. Granted, he has a lot. He has all but 2 links level 10. Was out damaging 5 to 7 range link level 1 dupe AGL UI Goku. Like natural like super versus super first stat. He was out damaging the Goku. UI Goku hits harder because of 50% crit chance. But if they didn't have that, this UI Goku is hitting harder at 55% than that. And I know link levels make a big difference, but 5 to 7 range, I wouldn't overall wise. Versus at the time it was 3 level 10s. Anyway,
Yeah.
and after his 70% chance to uns out on the 8th turn, he has a 50% dodge chance for the rest of the game. So this Goku is going to be dodging almost non-stop throughout his entirety of the thing. And his art. Do you know what his art looks like?
No.
It's you've talked about the Vegito being immaculate. This is goddamn gorgeous. You have the background whenever him and Jiren are fighting each other with just the explosions here and there. You have the rocks everywhere, and Goku with his pulsating aura and his cool. It's awesome. This is a great art in the game. Like if I'm being honest, this is probably top 10 arts in the game for me. Probably number 4. And speaking of new numbers, Dale, tell us about your number 1. We know who it is, but tell us about it.
My number 1, Gogeta. Man, it's always going to be Gogeta. Like, his art is pretty much the same as Vegito's. So you've got his first form, where his un-blue form, his regular form.
Base form?
His base form, with him just sitting there with Ghost. But this time it's Vegeta and Goku, because Goku is like the lead personality inside Gogeta. Like how Vegeta's the lead personality in Vegito. So they're swapped on this one. And I mean, it's pretty nice looking. And then you get to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta. And bam, here comes the boy.
Here comes
Like,
the boy. Hello,
exactly, dude.
boy.
Except this one's not getting hit in the face by another cat. Um.
Oh, you and I are seeing this in two different. It's a TikToker I follow that does it with Pokemon.
Oh. Oh, see, like there's one where she's like, "Here comes the boy," and she lifts up a blanket, and her other cat slaps that one in the face.
Yeah, this one is literally just random people see like suggest. I suggested Totodile for 2 weeks straight. Whenever I saw it, and next thing you know, it's like Totodile. It just drops out the Pokeball. It's like, here comes the boy, and then there's Totodile. It's like, yes, hello, boy. Like, yeah, Totodile, the best, my favorite Pokemon starter.
So you've got him. Oh, I switched characters. You've got him. He's got explosions all around him from going blue, and he's just like in that well-known like fighting style, just like ready to fucking rumble. And then of course you have his active. One of, if you ask me, the best animated actives in the game. Like if it were up to me, I would number one active in the game. You can't do better. Like that's just, and then of course his ultra super, where it's just him fucking going crazy with the blasts. Like, I mean, man, it's beautiful. Like he does meteor attack or Kamehameha, and meteor attack is pretty good. Just like them in the air, and he just like fucking pulls all the ki blasts to him, and then his Kamehameha, and then of course the active skill Kamehameha,
Yeah.
and then of course there's Stardust Fall. Stardust Fall will always be beautiful. It's just, man.
You are not wrong. He still has. I'll say he's probably one of the best animated active skills in the game. There's not many that I would say are better. I would argue that the Year 6 ones are better, my opinion. Especially that Vegeta. And the Goku's
The new Vegeta?
Yeah, the new Goku and the new Vegeta are both really good. I would say that I prefer the Vegeta more than the Gogeta, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because as it goes on, that it looks good, but at the same time, where the animation creep is getting real too. But anyway, yeah. And also, I had a thought run through my head. You remember whenever Tech LR Gohan first came out around in Christmas?
Yeah.
You remember what one of the big complaints was with this Tech LR Gohan?
No, I don't.
That he was not on the Kamehameha category.
He's not, is he?
No, because he never.
But then again, he doesn't do Kamehameha.
Does, and one of his super attacks he does a Kamehameha.
I thought it was just Dragon Rush and the punch.
No, one of his super attacks he does I think it's his 12 key. He does the Kamehameha before he does the punch. Before he does that thing. I'm pretty sure that's
does he do a Kamehameha?
Yeah, he does it in one of his super attacks. I think it's his 12 key super attack. And people were all upset. It's like, he does a Kamehameha, and he's not in the category. You know who else does a Kamehameha? Who's not in the category?
Gogeta does a Kamehameha, and he's not in category, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
The way the Kamehameha,
he is in Kamehameha.
The way that the category works for people out there, just because they do it, if they don't say they do it, it doesn't count into it. That's how it works. Because our first summonable LR out there, Goku and Frieza, Goku does the Kamehameha in his 12 key super. And I heard nobody bitch about the fact that these guys are not in the category. So those of you out there who are sitting there griping about, hey, he does it and he's not in a thing, either shut up, because these guys here, or gripe about these guys. Because I saw somebody the other day in a Dokkan group talking about it. It's like, he doesn't do it. This is outrageous. It's so annoying. He does it and it's not. And I was thinking of Goku and Frieza. Wow. Shut the fuck up. Other units do this. Goku and Frieza, you can bitch. Just bitch about everything. Don't bitch about one thing. It's like the
but at least my bitching makes sense. My pure Saiyan
yes,
bitch, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. That makes a lot of sense. These fusions of pure Saiyans are not in the pure Saiyans category, so that makes a lot of sense. But this one here, where you have two units that do the Kamehameha, only one of them gets bitched about, and I hate it. It's now going to become one of my things that I hate about Dokkan. People that look over stuff.
Yep.
All right. Onward to am I good for my number one, which I think is a good chance you may know my number one LR.
I may know it. We'll see.
Take a guess.
Is it LR Frieza and Goku?
No.
Ah, damn it. Is it LR? Is it the Joined Forces Goku and Vegeta?
Yes.
I knew it was one of those team cards, or like two guy cards. I just couldn't remember which one.
Yeah, it's the Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue, Evolution Blue, Kaioken Evolution, whatever you want to call it.
Kaioken Evolution.
I don't know what everybody has these weird names for it. It's like, oh, this is Spirit Bomb Gumku.
Gumku.
Yeah, you know they call him that because at the end he's angry and he's just showing his gums.
Yeah, that makes no sense, but hey.
I mean, it makes some sense.
It makes some sense, but why not? It's Spirit Bomb Goku.
Oh, that's what I say. Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. But first off,
yeah,
I got to talk about the art of these guys. My second favorite art in the game are these guys. The contrasting colors of the blue and the red from the Goku with the dark royal blue of the Vegeta. As they're both rushing towards the screen and the auras are just winding off of each other. Just, god damn. I gotta do... Dale, give me your hand so I can do the Italian finger kiss. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you. Mwah! It's so goddamn gorgeous!
You got a lot of... You got a lot of slobber on my fingers there, bud.
Not bad. I've been looking at these guys for the past 5 minutes, and I've been salivating, ready to talk about them. It's literally just oozing. Speaking of oozing, another side tangent. I've been binge watching a lot of anime this week. I finished.
Okay, as all good people do.
I was watching Beastars season 2 and finished it last night.
Dude, I've been speaking of Beastars, I've been listening to. I think the song is Yasoba.
The second intro.
I think. I don't know. I was listening to it on YouTube Music last night. Let me
Is it like techno-y one?
No, it's not techno. Not that I can remember.
Well, I still like
my likes.
I still like the first one. Like the first intro.
It's by Yasobi. The picture is like, it's all like the album cover is like a big shadow version of Lugosi with a little Lugosi in front of it, and it's all red.
I think that's first. That might be the first one. I might be wrong. Like it has.
I don't know. It
has a smooth jazz in the end.
Kinda.
Yeah, it'd be. I think that's the first one then. But yeah, Beastars is a good anime. People out there, go check out Beastars. It's a really good anime. I love the soundtrack. And I also watched Goblin Slayer for the first time.
Oh yeah, how'd you like that?
It was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's not.
Like I've heard it be like talked up as like a very disturbing. It's disturbing, but I've seen
The beginning is very disturbing. I'll agree.
I mean, that's why it wasn't that bad, honestly. Compared to the way it was talked about, it wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be like spoilers out there for those who don't know. We'll skip ahead probably 2 minutes. I saw one girl getting raped by a goblin. I was expecting the goblin slayer. I didn't realize. I just thought it was going to start off with him walking into a room with like 50 goblins, fucking like 50 people, and then ripping their heads off.
Yeah, no, it's like what is it, like 3 girls and then
3 girls, 1 guy. The guy gets torn apart. One of the girls gets stabbed by a poisonous dagger, and then the third one gets raped.
yeah.
Anyway, back to the unit.
And then Goblin Slayer burns that whole place down with them in it.
Dude, Goblin Slayer seems like a ripoff of Guts. From what I've seen, he seems like a ripoff of Guts. Like everything about him.
But he is more like when you start watching it later on, it gets more D&D. Like he rolls a nat 20, like later on in the series, and it helps him fucking kill a big goblin. Let's put it that way.
I mean, I can. It's very Dungeon. This is very Dungeons and Dragons, the anime, the dark.
Yeah,
anime.
because he calls him like archer and druid and all that.
All right,
and of course there's lizard folk like Lizard Man.
Yeah. All right, let me go on to my thing. Do I have 5 stones? I don't think I have 5 stones. I don't have any stones. Oh well. Anyway,
I guess I'll be the only one to do a summon.
Goku and Vegeta here. Top tier unit. What they do on their basically, here's what they do. Their attack and defense was 70%. They get an additional 7% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, which is a nuking thing. I've said before I don't like nukes, but if there's something to build off of, if you're building a wall off a wall, it gets good. So they hit some goddamn good numbers. They get additional attack with they get 2 key and additional attack with up to 3 with each rainbow key sphere obtained. And they also get 7% crit chance per rainbow key sphere obtained. So basically, aside for mine, I have built with 52 crit, 52% crit, and then you also
Jesus Christ.
They have 26 crit in the hidden potential. I have a level 2 bronze, a level 4 silver, and a level 5 gold crit. And anyway, what they'll do is they'll sit there and they'll just start bombarding you with attacks. Like the first attack is them. They're going to do the first thing. If you get 3 rainbow spheres, they're going to do 3 attacks, and you want them built with crit. Because if you have them built with crit, they're just going to sit there hitting harder and harder and harder and harder with each one, which is amazing. So goddamn fun. It's so, and like especially if you can get lucky. I've taken him into the God event against what's his name? Iraq, the fat lizard. And I'm pretty sure that's his name. And he's sitting there with they're sitting there. I get like 8 orbs, 3 of them being rainbows. So they're sitting there with 21 additional % chance to crit, and all these orbs. So there's like a 5 million attack stat almost. Then the first one, they get a crit for like basically 4 million. Then they do an additional attack for 1 million. They do another additional attack for 1 million. They'll do another additional attack for 1 million, and then they'll do an additional super attack that also hits for like 3 million. So that right there is about 11 million, let's say 10 million damage. Let's say 11, I did math. And that's just them naturally without their active skill. Their active skill, I've seen these guys get to over 20 million damage with their active skill.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what makes them, one thing that makes them good is that on their 12 and 18 key, they greatly raise attack and defense for the turn, and either lower enemies attack for the 12 and lower attack and defense on the 18 key. So they're 2 supers. They're going to have 2 50% defense raises along with lowering the enemy's attack, if it's possible. So, thank you. And then their active skill. The active skill is the only complaint I have about this unit because it pisses me off. They go from Kaioken Blue and Evolution to base form just to transform back into Kaioken Blue and Evolution. It pisses me off. I would have wished it was literally just I don't know, like base form to them into their next form. But no, they're like, ha! Let's drop down. Power up again. But their active scale, whenever they transform, is still badass. You get 24 key and 70% attack, but their own defense is dropped by 50% for one turn. It's an all-out struggle, basically.
Trying to figure out which lizard man you're talking about.
Iraq. He's a weird. He looks.
The one with the purple lips
Is he purple lips?
and like the orange hair.
Does he have orange hair?
He's got like orange or red hair. That like the skinny old looking one.
Yeah, he's skinny old one. But he's like he has a fat like beer belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Iraq.
Because there's another one that you could call a lizard man.
Oh, Geen. He's more a fish man. He's more a fish man.
Yeah, I could see that too. What's the fox one's name?
Liquor.
Oh, Liquor. Okay.
Anyway, but they hit so goddamn hard. Everything about them is gorgeous. They were animated so beautifully. Like, I'm not gonna argue that. There's literally nothing about their art that is terrible. The unit is great. Their literal biggest downside is they need rainbow spheres to be at their absolute peak. And we don't have good rainbow keys for changers to be with them yet. And that's the end of the thing. So, Dale, I had some missions. I forgot to get a mission from one of the God events, so I have 5 stones.
Ooh, you go, girl.
So, let's go do some summons, and I'll tell us what our next topic's going to be. So, get us started.
All right. Give me a second. All right, here we go. This could be good. I got Vegeta come in first. Majin Buu Gotenks.
Oh, STR?
Yep.
Okay. I was about to say I would have known if it was if you pulled the LR, I would have been here. He was like, dude. All right. So did you go on the Vegeta banner or the Goku banner?
Goku.
All right, I'll go summon on the Vegeta then. Let's see. I got 18 Buu and Vegeta.
That's what mine was. 18 and Vegeta.
And I just went Super Saiyan.
Yep.
And I pulled Videl.
I win.
What is it? Hold on. I don't know what this Videl does. Yours does, because yours is a better nuker. And actually has a UR. AGL enemies attack. Hold on. We got a who set up after this. But our next topic is going to be LRs we want to EZA. Like we had one a while back of units we want to EZA in the future, and I tried to keep it strictly non-LR because we're going to have an LR1 in the future. So next one in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, whenever Dale and I record again, that'll be the 8th of August, I believe. No,
It'll be one of those times, man.
7th or 8th of August. We're going to talk about LRs we want to EZA in the game. And Will might be able to join us. I'm not sure. Will! You son of a bitch! Take me with you to New York!
No, you don't want to go to New York. They have more annual people biting people than shootings there.
But, I gotta tell you my moon thing! Okay, are you ready?
Let me go get a drink before this, because I got a feeling. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh,
All right, let's hear this bullshit, dog.
Okay, the moon makes no goddamn sense. The moon, the phases of the moon, and all this shit make no goddamn sense to me. What happens?
Like, are you talking about whether it's waxing or waning?
No. What happens every 4 years?
Well, like an eclipse, right?
No, leap year.
Oh, the leap year.
Who the fuck sat down and was just sitting there for like, this is not like a one person lifetime, because there's no way they could have done like a random occurrence. It's like the salt and all that shit. They literally had to sit down and watch the moon for probably 200 years before they figured out, oh hey, this is a natural occurrence. But what if they didn't? What if they did not do that?
Do you know why we have the leap year, Hayden?
It's something to do with the rotation, but it doesn't make a lot of sense, because
it is because we have our time, like actual time, dialed in so close to true that after 4 years it gets off. Like, we have our time dialed down close enough to where just about every day that passes, we lose a second off true time.
Okay.
That leap year is a reset to get us back on true time. That's why. It's because we have it dialed down so close to true that just about every day we lose a second. It's like a second or a minute or something like that.
Well, how long have leap years been around, though? That's what I'm meaning. Like, this is some astrologist thing.
They're actually a fairly new thing, I believe.
Like, I was imagining, like some Galileo shit kind of like thing years ago, whenever that was, or not Shakespeare, Da Vinci. But Da Vinci is like, yes, the moon! We're gonna watch it! Okay, we got one extra moon! And so the thing was, at least for Oklahoma, our weather is goddamn random. Like, it'll be 80 degrees come Christmas Day, and like a month later, then we'll have the winter that we're supposed to have. We had a like.
Do you know who came up with it, Hayden?
That I don't.
Who came up with a leap year?
That's what I'm trying to figure. That's what makes. It's not something.
Julius Caesar.
How the hell would they? He wouldn't have even lived long enough to deduce. Yes, that works.
Okay, so the early Romans had a 355-day calendar. And to keep their festivals occurring around the same time each year, they needed a 22 or 23-day month that was created every second year. All right.
Okay.
Caesar, he decided to simplify it by adding he added days to different months of the year to create a 365-day calendar. Which he had an astronomer that actually did the calculations, Sosigenes. And they decided that every 4th year following the 20th day of Februaris, or February 29th, as it is today, that one day would be added, making the 4th year a leap year. And then, of course, sometime later, Pope Gregory, like the 15th, he refined the calendar, and he did it like a rule that a leap day would occur in any year divisible by 4.
But my thing was going to is basically the leap year is a fake, and so what happened is basically it set off the calendar and has added one day, and basically that's why winters are late. Is technically right now months are off. I wasn't sure how long it went on. Hey, you come up with stupid ass Dokkan theories. This was something that legitimately.
I do, but this is real life.
Hey, every person I even asked one of my professors from college about it, and he couldn't give me a straight answer. So that's why I wasn't. That's why what the hell?
So what you're saying is I know more than your college professor.
Either that, or you just happened to Google this and he didn't know this.
No, I actually know why leap years are a thing, Hayden.
I mean, I refuse to Google it because as I've explained it to people, because where I work, I'm smarter than a lot of the people I work with. So if I say something, they'll be like,
"Welcome to my life."
Oh my god! And I work in a plant nursery, so everyone's like, plants. I come in, I pop my head out of a bunch of peppers. Science! I'm like goddamn Senku from Dr. Stone. All right, that was my little thing. So stay tuned for our next Dokkan Win, where we are going to discuss LRs we want to EZA. I think it'll be a fun one because there's a lot of LRs that could get EZA'd. Say bye, Dale.
So yeah.
Bye, everybody.